What a beautiful day. Your brain is literally wired to focus on the negative, and pretending otherwise is setting yourself up to fail. I hope you can hear me okay. It's incredibly windy today, but it's such a nice day. I just really wanted to be outside. So I posted a video recently and it got hundreds of likes and a lot of shares and loads of really positive, welcoming, helpful, kind, constructive comments. And then it got one negative comment, just one, nasty, useless, pain in my ass comment. And guess what I focused on? I didn't see the positivity anymore. I just focused on this one comment from this troll online. That single negative comment took over my thoughts, it hijacked my attention, and it even made me start to question, like, what am I doing? Like, am I doing the right thing because this one person thinks that I'm not? This isn't the first time it's happened, and it won't be the last time it happens. And you might not be doing video creation or content, but I'm sure you can relate to this in some way, whether it's happened with a family member or a friend or a colleague, something at work, you know? And it's kind of ludicrous that there could be so much positivity, so much more positivity than the negativity, like it greatly outweighs it. Yet we only focus on the negative thing like we're a horse with blinders on. The blinders block the positivity from us. Anyway, this thing is called negativity bias. And in this video, I'm going to break down a little bit more what it is, why we do it, and hopefully give you some tips, some ways to potentially manage it and help yourself out of these sticky situations that we get ourselves in when we focus on the negative. Oh, you've got all the places to fly and you fly into my eye. Not cool, bug. Not cool. So what actually is negativity bias? Your brain gives a lot more weight to negative experiences than positive ones, and this isn't a character flaw or something you need to fix or anything like that. It's evolutionary survival programming. Our ancestors that heard a rustling in the bush and did nothing about it, they're the ones that probably got eaten by a saber-toothed tiger. The ones that heard a rustling in the bush and ran away, they're the ones who lived on and were able to pass on their genes. So basically, you've inherited a brain that is, well, ultimately it's a professional pessimist. Congratulations. So why does that matter now, here in the modern world? Well, that same system that used to keep you alive, that now obsesses over one negative review whilst ignoring 50 positive ones. It's why you focus on and like you fixate on the colleague who was rude to you, but you ignore the 5 that complimented your work. And although there is a lot of good things with social media, and there is a lot of problems, and one of these problems is that social media in general amplifies this. We scroll past hundreds of neutral posts, but we screenshot the ones that trigger us. And why do we do this? It's because our brain, it treats the negative post with the same urgency as a saber-toothed tiger. First tip, try the 5-to-1 rule. You can choose a different ratio. This one just works for me. And in this example, for example, what? In this example, if there was one negative comment, read 5 positive comments and read them out loud too. If there was 2, read 10. I don't know why this works. I presume it's because you are just acknowledging the positivity instead of the negativity bias making you ignore it. And it sounds a little bit patronizing to say, like, read out the comments, you know, out loud. But I've just found it to help. I've found it to work. I've found it to be more effective than just like reading them in my mind and just like glancing at them. It helps me and it might work for you too. So give it a whirl. Another technique is the so what technique. Let me give you an example. So say you read something or you see something and you're thinking, is this negative thing true? Just put so what at the front of it. So what if this negative thing is true? By reframing it this way, it helps you look at it from a more external point of view. In this case, so what if that negative thing was true? Well, it might be true, but it's a personal opinion actually, thinking about it, of this person. So it's not a fact and it's not a generalism. It's just what this one person thinks. I don't think that way. And all of these other hundreds of positive comments, they don't think that way. So what if it was true? It doesn't actually affect me. It doesn't actually bother me. Fancy that. You can put it at the end of a statement. I made a mistake at work. Now, if you say it like that, only that, it sounds like something you can't really come back from, something kind of terrible, something that's going to get you into a lot of trouble. Now, there are mistakes. Let's be realistic. There are mistakes that can get you into a lot of trouble. There are many things that can get you fired. But in this case, it's probably not one of those things. So if you put it at the end, I made a mistake, so what? If it's not going to lead to like a disciplinary or something like really bad, then it's okay. It's just it's an experience you can learn from, you can move forward. Remember, this isn't about dismissing valid concerns. It's just about getting your head out of the negativity bias zone and putting things in perspective. This one's kind of weird, but I also kind of like it. Instead of trying to ignore or trying to like move your attention away, this tip, this technique, it allows you to focus on it. So set yourself a negativity timer. So give yourself like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and allow yourself to really think about it, to focus on it, to not ignore it. And when I say like set a timer, I mean like actually set a timer, like 10 minutes, press go. When it beeps, you stop thinking about that thing. And when that timer goes off, you are done. There is no more thoughts dedicated to that thing, that negativity. You've given it time, and your brain will absolutely try and drag you back, okay? But you've just got to be forceful with your thoughts here and think that you've given it the time of day. And for some reason, I can hear a fly. And we're back. And for some reason, it just helps. It helps you put it to bed, to move forward and to not think about it anymore. So when you're in the moment and you're deep into this negativity bias, you're not normally thinking of ways you can get yourself out of it. So I don't know if it would help you to jot down these tips and techniques, or maybe you save this video so you can come back to it. Whatever works for you, do that. So when you're in the moment, you can try and get yourself out of it using this video as quick as possible. And if you're okay with sharing, let me know in the comments what your brain fixates on, because I'm willing to bet we all have similar patterns. And if you want grounded and realistic wellness tips that actually work in real life, consider subscribing. You're in the right place. YouTube thinks you might like this video next, so I'll see you over there. Ciao for now.